guys, so we're back with another day 3, learning how to render hair in a different style. So, sorry for like the late video. I had a lot of schoolwork to do. But here, as you can see, I was trying to like pick a background color, and then I was starting off with gray like I did in the last video. Also, heads up, I was working in another app, and the app is called Medibang Pro. I think I pronounced that right. And I didn't know how to work any of the functions. In fact, it wasn't really complicated. I just didn't really know how anything worked. I didn't really know. I wanted to like lasso like the whole drawing, like not really the whole drawing, but like the edges, so I can kind of get like a not really like a messy background. But that was kind of what it was because I didn't really know how to turn off the lasso layer, so it kind of like messy. But I fixed it. Here I was blocking in all of the base colors. I know it's a different shade than the reference. I didn't really want this to be the same color as the reference. I thought it was going to be too light. But I felt like I did pretty good on the drawing of the hair. I felt like the drawing was amazing. I thought it was very good. I think it was better than all the other drawings I have done with these past videos that I've been making. So I felt like it was very good. It was supposed to be a girl hair. I'm pretty sure you can tell. Like a little bunny girl. I thought it was like a cute reference. I found it on Pinterest. And here I was going in with some shading. And I know you're probably like, well, that's not really the right shading. Like, right shading color. Or whatever. That's because I think I need to work on color theory. Because I swear I thought that was the right color. And then sorry for the notification. I was on Smiley's Discord server, and I was finna mention that later, but I guess I can mention it now. With the Smiley's Discord, I took a screenshot of the picture, and I had put it in art help, and I was trying to see if there was anything that I needed to fix. A lot of people said that I needed to fix some of the they said it was too bright, and you know, I could most definitely understand that why it was too bright. You just have to wait and see. And one person told me that it wasn't, the shadowing wasn't matching the hair color, and I could see that. So here is when I kind of figured out how to work some of the things. I was kind of filling in the line art, and now I feel like it's too bright. Now I see what they mean by being too bright. It wasn't just the ad color. I think it might have been the line art. But considering I've been working on this for 3 days straight, I'm not going to go in and change it. Yay. So here I was applying a darker shadow on the hair. Again, it probably doesn't match because at the time I was going for a gold look. Then I realized I don't know how to render, like, I don't know how to make gold look like gold, which is kind of like in the rendering process. And I was like, oh, how am I supposed to do this? Don't know how to do this. So then I just ended up making it like a blonde color. And when I tell you that the drawing turned out perfect, the rendering, on the other hand, is exactly why we're doing this video, because I don't know how. So right now, since I got kind of like everything done with the rendering, told you I was adding the shadows on different layers. Now we're going to talk about Medibang, because this video is not only based on rendering, but this is also me trying out different apps. I know I said I was going to try out Clip Studio, but then I realized, do I really want to pay for Clip Studio? I don't really have to pay, but I was like, it's kind of more advanced than what I'm used to doing. That means I'm going to have to figure out the functions. So I was like, do I really have enough time for this? So I went with Medibang Pro. And honestly, I thought I was going to have to go with Clip Studio because the first time I ever tried Medibang, my pen was not working. My stylus pen was not working with it. But I guess, you know, it just started working eventually. So that's when I started using Medibang. This was actually my first drawing in Medibang. I think that the functions work pretty well. I did end up using the lasso tool, but not on this drawing. I don't think I used the lasso tool on this drawing. Here I wasn't really experimenting with brushes. It was just like one main brush, and now I realize that, oh my goodness, they have so many more brushes. So with everything being in place, I like how I could customize like the layout, like how I see like the layers and the color or the home button, if you know what I'm talking about. And I can kind of move the opacity button all around, and I like that. I like that I could customize. I like that I have brushes, although I don't know how to import brushes, and I'm not really sure how I could make my own brush. I'm not really sure about that. But as in everything else, I think it worked out good. I like the color picking tool, although I did realize later on in the video that the MetaBank is kind of pixelated. And as you can probably see here, it's kind of pixely. So, pixely, I don't know if that's a word, but I had watched a tutorial on trying to get the feel of the functions. They made a tutorial, and I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm finna watch that. I'm finna, learn something about the MetaBank. And they said that it was pixelated. And I was like, oh no, I don't really see that in MetaBank Pro. Later on, as I got in the video, I don't know if it was because of my settings or what, but it was very pixelated. Like, if I zoom in close enough, you can see individual pixels. And if you color like that, then when you zoom out, it will be like that. Like, it will be very pixely. That's my term for it. I don't care if it's not a word. But the overall rate, I did find a rendering brush that I like, and it was a default brush. I can't remember what it was called. It was in like the painting. So I thought that was kind of cool. I did like the rendering brush that I picked out, and the sketch brush. But again, the sketch brush I used on the chibi that you seen in the intro. I used the sketch brush on the hair, not the whole drawing, just the hair. The outline of the hair, like where I wanted the hair to be. I thought that was pretty cute. But and again, in this drawing, I did not know how to work it, so there were like a couple things more than a couple things that I missed. So the overall rate of the app, I would rate it, knowing everything that I know now, I'm going to rate it probably, I'll say a 7.5 out of 10. I like all the functions. Again, I like the customization, but I don't like that it's so pixely. I feel like if you don't watch a video on how to work it, then it can be kind of confusing. So I feel like, that learning the functions can be a bit difficult. But I do feel like it has a lot of features, so I think that was a good thing. I like that you can create files, so it's kind of like a mini Procreate. It's kind of like a mini Procreate, although the tools are a bit different. Other than that, I think that the app is pretty well. There wasn't anything in particular that I didn't really like about the app besides how pixely it looked. But other than that, I feel like everything turned out well. And don't mind this blending right here. This is where I sent it in and they said it was way too bright. And the color, the shadow was not matching. And I can agree with them fully. I do agree with them. But here, I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of the video in peace.